Alright, one thing I've noticed is that the future is pretty much what you make it. It really is. If you start today, you can pretty much manifest what you want tomorrow. Even if you're not physically there. That's true. You know, I was just looking at an article. It was actually a Facebook post. And it was in reference to, I believe the gentleman was an accountant. And he was, you know, doing some financial stuff with a Asian Indian person. And he said, you know, something in reference to, you know, their conversation getting real intimate, you know, and not intimate in a way to where, you know, it was, you know, like they're trying to have a relationship, a sexual relationship or anything like that. But more or less they were feeling real comfortable with each other, you know, like they got a little personal. So the Asian Indian client asked him, you know, why do, you know, our people, you know, move, you know, to a job, or they'll move to a place, you know, to get a job. And you know, the accountant, you know, felt like, you know, why is, you know, he asking this question, you know, because it didn't quite make any sense to him. You know, he was like, you know, we move, you know, so we can take care of our families. You know, that was his response. And the Asian Indian gentleman said, well, you know, when we moved here to start a business, and with the sole purpose of moving into your community. I mean, that should make you think. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, you know, I mean, I'm aware that, you know, the societal institutions, government, corporations, or whatever, you know, here in this country, you know, will move individuals here, give them loans, also give them the opportunity not to pay taxes for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we sit around just pretty much, you know, going to work for somebody. You know, that's pretty much how the system's set up. I mean, if you don't know you're a slave, something wrong with you. You know, the educational system is set up and designed for us to be subservient to work for the upper white class, you know, or white people in general. You know, I mean, you all need to wake up. You know, just reading that Facebook post, or it was actually from I believe Twitter, and they just kind of like circulated it around, you know, but just reading that, it should say to you that you valuable. You valuable in a way that you don't even really know. You know what I'm saying? And they see that. It's a slave class. They call black consumerists black oil. You know what I'm saying? The richest commodity on the face of this planet. If you are that valuable, you should know you are more. You can shut this place down. That's just like the blood running in your veins. If you let all your blood run out, what's going to happen? Your body going to shut down. You all need to, you know, stand up, you know, like really, really wake up and see this. I don't understand why people don't see that. You know, just like I said earlier, you know, you have these people from other countries come over here. They get these loans. They have a 5-year tax break. And to be honest, they really don't pay taxes on the bulk of what they get. Generally, they'll come in, they have their family working with them. That's a tax break off the break. The car that they buy, they go use it to go get the bread or whatever, the fruit or whatever that they need for their stores. That's a tax break. And when they do start paying taxes at the end of the year, if they can show that all the money that they've accumulated for that year went towards their business, they don't have to pay taxes on it. Whatever is left over, not the gross, but the net, you see what I'm saying, is what's taxed. You see what I'm saying? They could have made $3 million in that 1 year if they used $2 million of that toward their business, which would go to their son's education, because they send him to school so he can work better in their business. That's a tax write-off. The clothes that they buy for him to represent their business, that's a tax write-off. You see what I'm saying? They don't have to pay taxes for that. You see what I'm saying? And they may have multiple family members, uncle, grandmother, and long as they doing something in the business and they put the money towards them to do whatever, that's being wrote off. The gas that they put in that car, you know, they don't have to pay taxes on that. What they have left over is what they pay taxes on. That $1 million that's left, that's what they pay taxes on. But that other $2 million went towards them in the business. Their whole family unit is a business. You see what I'm saying? We done lost that. You know, it's just like, you know, women or men or whoever, you know, talking about so-and-so still living with their mother. You know, and I fall victim to that too. You know, it's just me, you know, like just seeing a grown man still staying with his mother or this, that, and the other. You don't know what he really doing to help her. You know what I'm saying? We lost that. A lot of other cultures still do that till today. They have all their family with them, you know. And, you know, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm a saint or, you know, I'm all this and that, but I'm aware that there's an issue and I see the solutions to it, but nobody's acting on them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, people, you know, wake up, you know, for real, you know, wake up, you know. Like I said, I've been doing this off-grid thing for quite some time. And, you know, most of the time I sleep in my truck. You can see the stuff behind me, you know, this, that, and the other. And I sleep in the warehouse, you know, where we're developing a community center, you know. My whole goal, you know, most of the people that know me, is to be completely self-sufficient from this society. Completely self-sufficient. Now, I'm aware that, you know, once this thing really catch on and we start doing what we do for ourselves, they're going to come after us to try to stop us. So you need to be prepared for that too. You know, even if we got to throw lettuce at their motherfucking ass to get them up off of us, we got to do what we got to do. I would rather die standing up than me groveling up over them trying to do this and do that. And that's straight up real. I mean, I work for this company, but I got responsibilities, child support. Like I said, I got a whole lot of stuff invested into it. Pension, retirement, you know, this, that, and the other. And it'll be foolish for me to walk up off of it and not have something for my children. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I know I got a lot of people with me, a lot, man, I'll walk up off this motherfucker, man. Real talk. I really would walk the fuck off, you know. But it would be foolish of me to do so when I'm only doing it up on my own. And it'll be selfish for me doing so when I'm only doing it up on my own. If I know this solution and I'm not sharing it with nobody, that's selfish. You see what I'm saying? It really is. Why would you hold that type of information and it could free us all? I'm giving it, but ain't nobody, you know, like listening. They not even really trying to, you know, act up on it, you know. And it's really sad. It's sad, you know, that we're in a situation like how we're in, and we don't have to be. Know your worth. Know your worth. We are the blood of this whole world. We are the blood of this world. They depend on us to survive. They did an experiment some centuries ago where they had a few white slaves, you know, from the Irish race. They didn't last long. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they had several white slaves or several white individuals who were enslaved. They didn't last long. A lot of them killed themselves. They couldn't do the labor. They died out, you know. But they seen in us that we could stand up because we God. You know, we were God, I should say. We were, you know. They tricked us into believing that we were men. And them same men used their oppressive tactics to put fear in us and made us into niggas. Straight up. Man, I really hope y'all listening to these messages. I'm going to keep pushing them, you know what I'm saying, regardless what anybody say. But know your worth. That's all I'm saying. Know your worth. And start a business, you know, start something, you know. Go and educate yourself, you know, like how they say, you suffer from the lack of knowledge, which is true. You know, and a lot of us have the experience from the knowledge because they went out and did it, but they're not willing to share it with nobody because they caught on a human race kind of mentality. This ain't no race. I'm not trying to win with you, even though I really want to be validated for, you know, being who I am. You know what I'm saying? You know, there has to be some kind of appreciation, validating, you know, what's being done with the hopes of having a light to show other people that they can do this and even greater. Man, y'all wake up, please. You know, I'm going to keep pushing. I get tired, but yeah, you know I got to keep going. That's all I wanted to say. Know your worth. You know, really, really know your worth. Peace.